Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here, looking ahead to today's 7-game slate here for Friday, December 30th. As normal, hope you guys had a good night last night on the 6-game slate for Thursday. It was a little interesting. Most of the scores and the cash lines weren't too high, so if you scored anything over like a 260, you should have cashed in double ups and everything like that. Also did well on DraftKings as well. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in premium lineups, definitely hit Anthony and I up. It's only $30 per month, $130 for the season. And then DraftKings is $25 per month, 2 to 3 lineups per day. So if you're struggling, definitely let us know, which we will get you all set up. As normal, our email will be in the comment section. All you have to do is message us. We'll get you all set up on premium lineups. So with that being said, we got 7 games here today. This one starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. There are early games, but we always focus on the main slate. So just a reminder that it starts 1 hour later. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into the first game here. So the first one we have is Detroit and Atlanta. We got a 201 total, and Atlanta by 3.5. Not too high on this one. One guy that you can maybe look at in a GPP is Reggie Jackson. 5,500 though, still a little expensive for me. His minutes are back to normal. As we know, Hawks are really bad against that point guard position. But it's a huge GPP for me. He's 26, 27, 28. If he was a little cheaper, I might go for it, but maybe, but not my prettiest play out there. Dennis Schroeder, on the other hand, I don't mind him. Detroit's all right against the sorry about that. They're all right against the point guard position, but ever since Howard came back, Schroeder's been he's been up and down. Price is going down a little bit. I'm not too high on Schroeder here. There's some other guys I care for, as you see. And he hasn't been doing much. So ever since Howard came back, he's kind of been slowing down a little bit. So I'm not too high on Dennis Schroeder here in this situation. Shooting guards, don't really care for them at all. Don't care for these small forwards at all. Both of these teams are pretty good against that power forward position. Tobias Harris, those coming off the bench. And ever since he's been coming off the bench, he's playing a lot better. So if you want to go Tobias Harris in this situation, he is 6,000 coming off the bench though. But look, this guy has been pretty hot, 34, 33, and 38. So I would definitely play him if that's the way you want to go. I think he'll be a little bit more popular than normal, but still not a bad option. And then you got Dwight Howard. I really do like Howard in this situation as normal. Like playing bigs against Drummond. Ever since Howard came back, he's been a huge force, and I really do like him. $8,200. I think he should do pretty good in this one. I think he should get around 45 points. 8,200. I think it's priced right where he's gonna get you. But if you're looking for that solid cash game play, Howard is definitely there. As you see, double-doubles in 2 straight games since he's been back. Minutes jumped up to normal. So I really do not mind some Dwight Howard here. Should get you at least 45 to 50. So a very good play for only $8,200. And then I don't mind Drummond, but I would definitely pick Howard over him. So this game I'm not really too high on. Maybe some Howard, maybe some Harris. And that's really it. Not really one of the games I want to be targeting here today. All right, moving on. We have no total on this one, but New York and Pelicans. This should be a pretty good game. It should be close. I really don't mind targeting this game at all. Right away for me, Derrick Rose comes to mind. He's been playing some pretty good ball here recently. Still only $6,700. One of the point guards I really do not mind here today. As normal, Pelicans are not good at all against the point guards. If we go over here and go look, they are the 3rd worst team in the last 5. They've been giving up 49.3. So yeah, not good at all. And D Rose is looking a little bit better. So I really don't mind it. He's playing some big minutes. He's looking healthy. Looking like the old Rose of the past. So Rose is going to be in my lineup for sure. Drew Holiday, I'm not too high on him. Just still a little too expensive for me. But, yeah, definitely like some D Rose. Don't know what's going on with Courtney Lee. But if he's out again for some reason, I do not mind some Justin Holiday. Don't know if he's going to start. But even if he doesn't start, he had a pretty good game with Courtney Lee out. He still gets some pretty big minutes. As you see here, he had 26.6 and 34 minutes against Atlanta. So if you're looking for someone cheap, as we know, New Orleans, not the best defense. So Holiday should do half decent here. If he even gets you 20, 23, 24, he's still doing half decent. So, yeah, really don't mind some Holiday if you're looking for a GPP play. That's obviously only if Lee is out. Not too high on Evans yet. Not getting enough minutes for me. If he start getting his normal minutes, then I'll definitely consider him. Carmelo sitting in a pretty good spot. Yeah, unfortunately he got ejected from his last game, but kind of the good thing though, he's going to be all rested, and I think he's going to have a good one here against the Pelicans. Probably going up against Hill or Dante Cunningham, which does not scare me at all. Carmelo, not my favorite play out there, but still a solid play to get you at least at minimum, I think, around 38, 39. And I think he can max out around 47. So Anthony, 7,500. Really don't mind him at all in this situation. And I do think the Pelicans should keep it close for the most part. Power forwards, recently they've been playing Cunningham at the power forward, Hill at the small forward, and then they've been moving Anthony Davis over to that center position. So, yeah, I really like Davis as normal. If you go over here against centers, Knicks are very, very bad against the centers. They are second worst team against the centers. I know it says he's a power forward, but like I said, he's been playing a lot more center here recently. Yeah, definitely don't mind that. I don't mind some kids have Porzingis ever since Davis kind of moved over to that center position. As you see right there, they're the fourth worst team. So Kid steps in play. Also, I don't mind some Joakim Noah. I really like this game a lot. As you see there, boom, once again, the Pelicans, they struggle really bad at the power forward and center position. So don't really matter where Anthony Davis is, they're kind of struggling. So Porzingis is in play. Noah's in play for me. Carmelo's in play, and then D Rose. I really don't mind stacking this game. The only thing I need to know is what this total and what the spread's going to be. If it's going to be like a 214 total and New York by like 4, I'm going to be playing a lot of people in this one. But if the spread's at like 7 or 8, it might scare me away a little bit. But, man, this is a very, very good matchup. I really do like targeting 3 or 4 people from this one. A little stack on this game. Like I said, that all depends on what the spread's going to look like. But definitely don't mind targeting people from that one. All right, moving on. We got the Clippers and Houston. No total on this one, but should be like a 210 probably. And Houston by like 1. Two of the best teams here. Clippers, as we know, they've been struggling a little bit just because of the injury to Griffin. So it wouldn't surprise me if Houston kind of slips away with this one. Clippers had a hard loss there against the Pelicans. So, yeah, I really would not surprise me if Houston did, pull away. If you want to go CP3, you can. I'm not going there. I'm not going Beverly. Harden, as normal, he's always in play if you want to go that way. I'm not too high on Gordon at too much here. Not too high on those small forwards. Anderson, he's just still too much for me, even though the Clippers haven't been as well. I'm here against that center position because they've been playing like 2 or 3 different guys. Paul Pierce, Spates there at that center. So, at that power forward position. But Anderson, I'm just, he's too risky for me. As you see, they kind of sit right next to each other. But as you see, the last 5, Clippers been giving up 48.1 on the season, only at 40. So they've been struggling, same as the Rockets. But, I don't. Anderson, I'm not feeling him. Spates doesn't get enough minutes. I'm probably not going to play either one of those guys. But one guy, actually, I think my number one or number two center on the night is DeAndre Jordan, $7,200 here against Houston. He plays so much better with CP3 for obvious reasons. We just saw what he did against the Pelicans. As I said, not a good team against those against the bigs. He had 44.5, and that was when Chris Paul came back. These games here, he struggled a little bit. No CP3, but I really do not mind some DeAndre here at all. Montrezl Harrell and Nene, they are not going to be able to guard DeAndre Jordan. And as you see right here, there's the Rockets sitting in the upper half against center. So, really do not mind some DeAndre. I can see at least 40 to 45 in this matchup. 7,200. And as I said, Dwight Howard could get you anywhere, 40 to 50, and he's an extra 1,000. Howard has more upside, but I think Jordan, if you're looking for around 40 to 43, I think Jordan's more reliable. But yeah, I like both of those guys, but I think they can do about the same. So I would pick Jordan if you didn't have the money, but if you had the extra little money, I would definitely pick Howard. Both of them are sitting in very good spots. So both of them are in play for me. So yeah, definitely like some Jordan, not too high on really anybody else in this game. And obviously Harden. So Harden and Jordan for me. CP3, yeah, he's still going to do fine. I don't really need to be paying up for my point guard so far in this one. I think there's other places I can pay up for. So yeah, Harden will be in there for sure at home against the Clippers. Going to be a good matchup. They're going to need him. So yeah, Harden and Jordan for me in this one. If you want to play Paul, you can put him in there. Not my favorite play. So two good teams, but not really targeting this game too much. All right, moving on to one of the better games here. We got Milwaukee and Minnesota, 210 total, and the line is at even. So that is it's very odd, rare to see that, and you want to pick on that right away. They're not giving the edge to anybody. So if it's going to be close to 210 total, Ricky Rubio, a half decent play. He's been playing all right here. 6,100. I would personally still go Derrick Rose. I love Rose. Probably one of my most rated point guards here tonight. But Rubio, half decent spot if you don't have the money for Rose. I don't mind Rubio. Since he hit 42 against Denver. Milwaukee's a little bit better team, obviously, against those against the point guards. But with that being said, it's going to be a close game. They're going to need him a lot, to be dishing and everything. I could see a triple-double maybe. He doesn't have the big upside like he did with that 42, but I think he can get you around 33, 34. So, not bad. But if you're looking for that huge upside, I would go D Rose for me. And then I was doing a little bit of looking a little bit here, a little research. Delhi, he's not playing much right now. If you're going to go GPP, and like I said, it's a 210 total, and spreads at even. Malcolm Brogdon, he's been playing a lot of big minutes here recently. In Minnesota, they're okay against point guards, middle of the pack. Yes, Brogdon, not the sexiest name out there, but look, he's kind of consistent. If you're looking for someone that's kind of sneaky here, 32. Yeah, had a bad one against Washington, and then in a slower game against Detroit, had 21. So I really don't mind Brogdon. Look at this. He's playing some pretty big minutes, 27, 29, and 28 off the bench. Yeah, he's sitting in a good spot, 3,900. I really like picking those GPP plays. I'm really good at figuring out those cheap guys. So Brogdon, definitely worth a look if you want to go that way. He won't be popular. McCollum is TJ McCollum will be popular because Sergio Rodriguez isn't going to start, so he'll be popular. But I'm going to go Brogdon over McConnell if you're looking for a GPP. All right, moving on, shooting guard. Yeah, I don't mind some Giannis. I don't know who's going to be guarding him. I mean, I think Levine's going to. Levine's a pretty good defender. It is Giannis. And the thing is, though, the spread's at 0. So I don't mind Giannis. I think I'd go Harden, but Giannis, definitely look at him. But man, Levine and Wiggins are pretty good defenders. I mean, I know Giannis is a freak, but they might give him a little bit of trouble. So I'm a little worried about Giannis, but still not a bad play. But I would go Harden if you had the extra little money. Andrew Wiggins is going to be in almost 100% of my lineups here. He's been pretty consistent, still very cheap, 6,400. Milwaukee's not good against the small forwards. Tony Snell, not the best defender out there. We go see here. Right there, boom, Milwaukee. They are the third worst team against small forwards. So Wiggins, you got to have him in there, man. 6,400 in a very close game. Got to have him. Like I say, going to be in a whole bunch of my lineups. Same with Jabari Parker. Minnesota, not bad against that power forward position, but like Parker in these close games, he loves it. I really don't mind some Parker. Price went up a little bit, but I still think it's a little too cheap. I'm going to still be attacking Parker here. As you see, he had a bad game against Washington, but besides that, he's been, for the most part, pretty consistent. Still only 7,100, as I mentioned. I'll probably play him in this matchup. I like him. Gorgie Dang, not a bad defender. Parker's quick. Gorgie Dang is not the quickest guy out there. So, I really do think Parker's going to have a half-decent game in this situation. So, put in some Parker. I like him here. I've always liked him all year. All right, moving on. Centers. We have Towns and Greg Monroe. Towns not playing bad either. He's always worth a consideration. And then you got Greg Monroe, Minnesota. Recently have not been good against the centers. This is kind of a GPP, kind of not. He's $5,000. As I said, you're going to want exposure to this game. Greg Monroe, yeah, it's not a good name, but he's been half decent. Not playing the big minutes, but he's very productive in the minutes he's been given. 33, 23, and 33. As you see, he had 33 against Drummond. So I don't mind Monroe, 5K. If he's going to get me 25, 30, yeah, I'll take it. Like I said, only bad thing is those minutes. $5,000 at those minutes. Kind of like an Ennis Canner kind of play. Not big minutes, but he's very productive. So, Monroe definitely worth a look for me. So, yeah, definitely if you're not going to go big on your center, I would definitely look at Greg Monroe or Joakim Noah. Either one of those work. I'd probably go Noah. He's going to be out there a lot longer than Monroe. So, don't mind Towns, obviously. Greg Monroe, don't mind him. Jabari Parker, I like him a lot. Wiggins is going to be in there. Don't mind Levine or Giannis. Probably not going to be in my final lineup. And then Malcolm Brogdon as a GPP pick for me from this one. So, definitely like that game. Like I said, when it's at a spread of even, that is very rare, and definitely take advantage of it. All right, moving on. We got Portland and San Antonio. We got no spread just because of the Lillard news, but I think Lillard's going to be out again, so that even hurts the spread even more. So I really don't care for anyone in this one. The only guy that I will pick, Kawhi Leonard should play. The only guy I will pick in this game is LaMarcus Aldridge. This guy has been unreal here this last week or so, even with Leonard in there. And as we all know, we know what he does against Portland. I know he's not going to be in Portland, but he loves playing his old team. As I said, this guy's been hot, 49, 44, and 43. Hasn't really caught up to him yet, his price. So I'm playing Aldridge. I know Aminu's back, but still, it's Aldridge. He's been hot. If you go here, power forwards, even with Aminu back, they're still the number one worst team against the power forwards. So, put in some Aldridge and just definitely move on. I would definitely pick Aldridge over Parker if you had to pick. And then Gasol, Plumlee, don't care for them. I think that's it for me. McCollum will probably be playing the point guard position still, and don't care for it. So I'm just going to go Aldridge in this one and probably move on. Don't want too much exposure to this game. Plus, with as I said, with Lillard out, spread's going to be even more. So probably going to fade it besides Aldridge. All right, moving on. We got Philly and Denver, a 2-11 total in Denver by 11. I know it's a big spread, but I think kind of Philly should keep up with them. They kept up with the Jazz for most of the game. Yesterday, unfortunately, did get wiped out in that fourth quarter. But, Philly, they're a fighting team, and Joel Embiid will be back. So I think it should be a little closer than 11. I think eventually at the end of the game, they're going to win by a lot. But I think for the most part, this game should be a competitive game. So I'm not afraid, to attack here. So as I said, Rodriguez is going to be out. So if you want to go TJ McConnell, you can do it. He's like I said, he's going to be popular. But last time he did start, he had over 30 fantasy points, and he's facing Denver. So don't mind some McConnell. But GPP, I'll go Brogdon. But cash, definitely got to go McConnell. Shooting guards, don't mind some Will Barton in this situation as normal. They're very bad. Philly is very bad against that shooting guard position. On the flip side, if you want to go really cheap with Nick Stauskas, he got the start yesterday, and I think he should be start again. And he did half decent. He's only 3,500, so if you're looking for a place filler, he had played 34 minutes. He had 21 points against a Utah team. That's not bad. As we know, Denver's not as good as Utah. So maybe he gets you 24, 25. I really don't think that's out of the question. So Nick Stauskas is kind of in my GPP range right there, 3,500. If he's going to start, I think that's kind of a steal. Like I said, Will Barton's a half-decent play as well. Small forwards. I'm going to go Gallinari here. I know Chandler's still small forward, but he's playing power forward and in the starting lineup, and he'll be going up against Joel Embiid, which is not a good thing for him. So Gallinari, for me, I love him as normal. Philly not good against small forwards. We know that right there. Boom, they're fourth worst. So Gallinari, he's in play for me. He's been up and down, but 6,200, I don't mind him. If you had to choose, I would go Wiggins over Gallinari. But maybe in a GPP, he won't be as popular as I still think he'll be popular, but not as popular as Wiggins. He's been all over 36, 41, 24. That was 24 though against a pretty good team. So yeah, it's a GPP for Gallinari for me, but he is sitting in a very good spot. And then, as I said with Chandler, going up against Joel Embiid at that power forward position, not liking it. Jokic, I love him. He will be starting at the center position. And it's confusing how they have it, but if you go look here real quick, they got it's going to be McConnell, Stauskas, Covington, Joel Embiid, and then Okafor. So, Jokic going to be at the center, Chandler, power forward, and then you got Gallinari there. So, Jokic, he's going to be in play for me. Same thing. He'll be popular. But, man, he's sitting very pretty there here against Philly. He's been on a roll. Nurkic has not been playing much. He's not too happy about that. But, man, Jokic is, like I said, just been very, very consistent, 46 and 42 in his last two. You better play him if you want to win some money. So Jokic better be in your lineups as well. And then Noel and Dario Saric, not really there anymore since Joel Embiid is back. And like I said, I don't mind Joel Embiid either. He's going to be popular. I don't think I'm going to play him. There's other guys I would rather have. For me in this one, Jokic for sure. Ersan, also not bad off the bench. Gallinari, he's in play for me in a GPP. And then Nick Stauskas is a GPP as well. And then TJ McConnell probably in a cash because he'll be very popular. All right, moving on to the last game. We have Dallas and Golden State. We have a 212 total in Golden State by 18. Wow, that is a lot. Alrighty, so I think they're going to play like 3 or 4, probably 3.5 quarters, and that's probably it here. So Curry kind of out of question for me. I don't mind some D. Will, though, if you want to go that way. Klay Thompson, he's in play for me. I really don't mind Thompson at all. And then Kevin Durant, I don't mind. I just, like I said, this is such a blowout. I don't know how many Golden State guys you can really have. Harrison Barnes, though, he's going to be back in Golden State. I do think he will perform. Last time he did face Golden State, I think he had 35 points. They played a while back, but he's back where the team he's been with for a long time. I love Barnes in this situation. I really do think he's going to try and get you at least 40 fantasy points. So look for Barnes to have a little revenge here. So definitely don't mind him. I was looking at Dwight Powell. I know it's going up against Draymond, but Dirk, he's having issues, man, all year. I think I really do think this is his last year. But if you're looking, to kind of punt the position away, Dwight Powell, he's kind of it's kind of consistent. If you're looking for 23, 24, there you go. Not playing those big minutes, but if Dirk is out for some reason, I don't mind him. And last time he did start with when Dirk was out, he had 30.3 fantasy points against Golden State on November the 9th. So he has good history against them. So if you're looking for a GPP, I don't mind him, but man, I need him. He never starts, but yeah, I need Dirk to be out. So it's kind of a far-fetched GPP. And then these centers, I don't care for these guys. Bogut's going to be out. It's just a huge terrible there for Dallas. All three of their big men are all hurt. So I don't even know where in the heck they would have to go there. So maybe Powell is going to have to start if all those guys are out. So definitely keep an eye on that. So maybe some D will, not too – I mean, if you want to play Curry, you can play him. But Dallas is pretty good against the point guard, but it doesn't matter too much. But not too high in Curry. I like Thompson. Kevin Durant, if you want to put him in there, Harrison Barnes, but I don't want too much exposure to this game. I really think they're just going to blow them out. As you see, that spread's at 18. So, I'm going to be targeting some of those other games. Alrighty, I think that does it. So let's try and get a lineup here, a rough draft lineup for you guys. As normal, as I said, it's a rough draft lineup. If you want our final lineup, definitely hit us up. We will have our email in the comment section. All right, so I said I like D Rose a lot. Put him in there. All right, that second spot's not too pretty. Let's go Brogdon, since I said I liked him. You go TJ McConnell if you want to go that way. Try and get Harden. Try and get Harden in there. You could totally just GPP this here. All right, let's see if that second shooting guard position open. Let's go Carmelo. Well, let's go Harrison and Wiggins. I don't mind Carmelo if you want to put him in there, but I really do like a revenge game with Harrison Barnes, and I love Wiggins, but I definitely don't mind Carmelo either. Power forward position, we have like 3 or 4 guys I like here. I really like these two a lot. And I think I can punt away. I don't know if I can get who I want. And then boom, there you go. I actually really like that lineup. So anyway, we got D Rose, good matchup, as I said, against New Orleans. Malcolm Brogdon, a good punt play as the GPP. If you want to go McConnell, you can do that, but I feel strong about Brogdon. Harden, need him here against the Clippers. Nick Stauskas, if he's going to start against Denver, not a good defense. So if you get you 24-25, 3,500, man, I'll take it. Harrison Barnes, as I said, revenge game against Golden State. Played him earlier in the year, got you 35. Wiggins against Tony Snell at home, competitive game, no spread on it. I think that he should have a very good matchup. And then Aldridge against Portland, always very good. Portland, number 1 worst team against power forwards. Plus Aldridge, as I said, been very, very hot. Nikola Jokic, he's at the center position against Okafor. He's been hot as well. And then DeAndre Jordan should get you at least 40 to 45 here against Houston with Chris Paul back. So leaves you $100 left. So, yeah, really do like that. You could always, if you want, get rid of Brogdon if you want to. You could go up to, change up your small forwards if you don't want to go Barnes and Wiggins. So you can go Carmelo and Wiggins if you can do that. not too many of these small forwards I like here on the cheap option. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for you guys. Hopefully, hopefully that lineup does have decent. So, alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, as normal, leave a like. We really do appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Hope some of this information definitely helps you guys out. And if you are interested in premium lineups, definitely let Anthony and I know. $30 a month, 130 for this season, 3 to 5 lineups per day for Fanduel. And then DK is $25 per month, 2 to 3 lineups per day. If you're interested, we will have our email in the comment section. Just hit us up, and we'll get you all set up on that. So, all right, guys, hope everyone has a good Friday. Hopefully you guys win some money, and we'll see you guys all on Saturday.